Fork in the Road is underwritten in part by a land of 11,000 inland lakes and more than 19 million acres of forest. This summer, find out what pure feels like. Find yourself in pure Michigan at michigan.org. The Michigan State Horticultural Society, dedicated to educating consumers on the benefits of the state's fruit products. The Michigan State University College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, advancing knowledge and transforming lives in communities, agriculture, and natural resources. Absolute Michigan. Explore the Great Lakes State online. All Michigan, all the time.
America's finest caviar maker in Michigan City? Shut up. Hey, look what I got here. I got Rachel Collins. Rachel.
That's right.
Thank you for inviting me. I have known, well, actually, I've been talking to Rachel we're trying to figure it out, 15-ish, 16-ish years?
I think like 18-ish.
Yeah, 18-ish.
Yeah.
18-ish years. And you know why? Because I love the caviar. I love the eggs. I love the fish eggs with a little bit of salt because of my European training. But right here in Michigan City, we're actually in Michigan City, Indiana. But the eggs, the huevos, the things that we're talking about here are coming from Michigan. Is that
right? That's right.
Give me a little bit of overview of Collins Caviar, your mother who started the company, and now you who's driving the bus, you said earlier.
That's right,
Give me a little bit of history about what's going on with you guys.
Sure, I'd be delighted to. We are exclusively an American caviar house. Huge distinction. Everybody else before us was an importer who carried a little bit of American. They didn't care about it. We do. We took what was here, the resource that was here, the raw material, and we made it into a premium product. So good and so affordable. So the commercial fisheries here in the Great Lakes, primarily the salmon and the whitefish. Caviar, it was known that caviar could be made for them, but it just wasn't widely done. Fast forward almost 100 years. You still have caviar from the Caspian Sea being imported into this country and American caviar being made and usually only enjoyed by the local communities where it was, very geographic in nature. We came along, my mother Carolyn and I, and we started to go fishing. We grew up as foragers. My grandparents were immigrants, and they taught us how to pick wild mushrooms and eat wild game, and so we fished, of course. We saw this beautiful roe coming out of the salmon in the Great Lakes when we were out on Lake Michigan fishing them, and we thought, we've got to make caviar. We've got to make caviar. We can't throw this away. That's crazy. So we did. We figured out how to make hand-processed, low salt, no artificial anything, natural, fresh caviar. And that's what we did. And honestly, it was one of those crazy cottage industry stories where a restaurateur friend of ours was over visiting. We said, oh, let's have a snack. Let's have some champagne caviar snack. And he said, this brand is delicious. I want to serve it at my restaurant. And he said, what brand is it? And we just said, you know, we made it. So voila! He said, "Oh, you have to make it for my restaurant, you know, exclusive kind of thing." And we did, and people started asking for it.
So, Rach,
yes,
give me the deal. Where are we at this point in the whole caviar process?
All right, so the fish have been cleaned. The skein of roe has been taken out. It's been put on a board, and the berries have been painstakingly, lovingly hand cut to clear away all the membrane and tissue. Then they get dropped into this bucket of clean, fresh, ice-cold water where they rinse for as long as they need to till all the extra anything is removed out of them. Very clean, very cold.
Is there ever any call for having it unsalted?
No, it is not delicious at all like this.
Is that right?
You do not want to put this in your mouth.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Never put it in your mouth?
You can if you were starving on a desert island. You could eat it and survive.
Ugh!
It's pretty unpleasant.
That is crazy.
I know.
And all that
it's
is
going to be
salt.
so delicious.
And you just...
Well, the salt changes. You got to remember the salt cures it.
Ew!
Ooh, we got to...
Yeah! I am shocked.
Yeah, it's not so good like that.
Wow. Oh, that flavor. I'm telling you.
It's not so good.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're done rinsing. And
done rinsing and draining, and we have the cold poached, as in raw caviar here. Now we're going to salt it, and you're going to see the amazing change as it turns. As it turns from this not so attractive, rubbery, opaque white into beautiful caviar.
Isn't that something? Okay. And now this is the salt with no iodine. Now the amounts are closely held secret.
I
would think so.
Yes.
I would think so.
Yes, they are a closely held secret, but I know precisely how much by weight and by volume that we're putting in.
How beauty that is. It's like little snowflakes.
And then we begin very, very gently, because when they're in this phase where they're opaque and not yet cured, they tend to smash and smear, as you saw earlier, and break. So again, this is part of the reason why caviar is a little more expensive, because the only way you can do this is by hand.
Right. Yeah.
Being
Any
very
sort of machine
careful,
would destroy
working
it.
very slowly. Curing will take generally anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to be complete. We prefer to go overnight and then grade it the next day. As this is curing and turning, you see all the water that's being generated?
Oh, yeah.
That's because the salt is going in and the water's coming out.
Right,
Because there's only so much room inside each one. That's right, rent is really high.
What is the consumer supposed to look for? I mean, some of these caviar labels are almost like German wine labels. It's really hard. There's a lot of stuff. What do they look for in a quality caviar?
First of all, it should be perishable. Second of all, you should get it from a vendor who you know, a reliable, upscale retailer, or direct from a caviar company themselves, perhaps.
The range.
Yeah, and you want American caviar. You want it unpasteurized.
And then when they get it home, what's the best way for them to consume it and to store it?
You want to eat caviar within 7 to 10 days from when you get it. People sometimes call me up and say, I have a tin of caviar that's been in my fridge for 7 years. Do you think it's still good? Go ahead and try. So you want to eat it quickly. You don't. It's not something that you put in your cellar like the wine. Okay, let's have some caviar, Eric.
Well, I love that idea.
So this is one we invented with the smoked whitefish, Great Lakes whitefish caviar, lobster roe, another fine North American product, and scallions. Are you okay? Are you okay?
On a warm bagel in the morning.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best breakfast food in the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
that is insanely good.
Now this is the smoked Great Lakes whitefish caviar, naturally cold smoked, absolutely excellent.
I'm gonna dip this way, because this is
right ahead.
actually, I think, the first one I ever had from you peoples back in the day.
And we use a blend of Midwestern hardwoods and fruit woods to smoke it with.
Man, that is incredible. That is right up my alley.
That's one of my very, very favorite caviars of all time, the smoked Chicago Golden.
Wow, that is something. Now this one.
This is the Gravlax caviar. This, we take the salmon roe, and it's lightly smoked, and it has dill and cracked pepper and lemon peel in it. Here, use this underneath. That is fantastic. Great brunch caviar.
Those eggs are just exploding. I can't believe there were those goofy little pearls before.
Goofy little plastic pearls.
But I wonder if I take some of that salmon caviar home, what I could do with it in my kitchen.